Alright, so good afternoon everyone. Welcome to Component B class meeting. So this afternoon, no, we're going to talk about um, cover letter and resume still as a supplementary discussion, no, or to deepen, no, your knowledge and what are the things that you're going to do with your cover letter and resume, and also other important details and requirements needed, no, for this subject, no. Okay, um, so by the way, I am Benji D. Mainopas. I am your CAED 500 component B and C facilitator. So I'll be the one, no, I will be the one to handle, no, your subject for component B and C. Right? So this afternoon, for a while. So this afternoon, these are the activities that we're going to do. We're going to check your cover letter and resume. We're going to discuss the career portfolio, the composition of a career portfolio, and other reminders, no, on this subject. All right. So let's start. So I believe, no, you're able to submit, no, your cover letter and also your resume, no, on the Blackboard Learn. Hopefully, no. I think the deadline is today, 9:30 p.m. So hopefully everyone was able to deliver, no, was able to submit, no, those two documents needed for this subject, and that is the resume and also the cover letter. All right. So later on, I'll be checking on that. So it's check ko. I'm going to make some revisions, and then later on we will also discuss now this one, and you will be able to also read, no, your work. Right? So let's start with the cover letter. All right? So cover letter, it was already mentioned, no, meron ng mga details that Dr. Reynaldo Castro mentioned during your component B seminar. All right? So let's just deepen, no, our discussion and our presentation about this one. All right? So remember that the basic format of a cover letter follows that of a business letter. So as you design the page, think about the following. First is the length, second is the spacing, and the third is the margins and alignment. So when it comes to length, keep to one page. So you have to try to evaluate right now, no, your cover letter that you've submitted, no, via Blackboard Learn, if it is one page only. So if not, you have to revise that one. Write one paragraph of introduction, 1 to 3 paragraphs to highlight your skills, and one paragraph to conclude. So try to see to it right now. Try to check, review if these paragraphs, no, are involved by yung introduction, highlighting of your skills, and also the conclusion of your cover letter. Now, in terms of spacing, okay, you have to single space your cover letter. So make sure that once you start creating your cover letter, dapat na-set up yung Microsoft Word to 1.0 na spacing. So that every time you enter, that's one space. So kasi kung hindi mo yan siya ma-set, it's 1.15, 1.5, or 2.0. So it's a no-no in creating a cover letter. Make sure that single space lang, no? And then second, in terms of spacing, leave a space between addresses and dates in the heading. Leave also a space between each paragraph, and leave at least 3 spaces between your complementary clause and type name, and sign your name in ink between your complementary clause and type name. So you have to jot down right now what are those things that you have to delete or remove, or you have to add, no, sa inyong cover letter. In terms of margins and alignment, use standard margins wherein 1 inch, no, yung top, bottom, right, at saka left. And then you also have to align all paragraphs. Make sure that yung paragraphs mo are naka-justify, and then on the left side of it, make sure na left align siya. Left of the page lahat ng paragraph. That's our suggestion in order for you to be able to organize, no, your cover letter. Though there are other alignments, no, na pwede naman, but what we prefer, no, especially when we are creating our cover letter, is lahat ilagay na lang siya sa left page. All right? Let's try to have a sample. So here's a sample of a cover letter. So you start with your date, all right? And then 2 spaces after the date. Huwag na ilagay yung Kaid 500 chuchu or lagay mo sa first no cover letter. Huwag na. You start with the date and then 2 spaces and then after the 2 spaces, addressee. Make sure that the name of the addressee is in the boldface and uppercase. Below ng name niya, you write the position. Then after the position is the name of the company, and then on below the name of the company is the address of the company. After the addressee, have another 2 spaces. Then after the 2 spaces, you write your salutation. Alright, in salutation, make sure that you write the proper honorific name and then the surname and then the colon. Okay, for example, if the person or the addressee is a president or a doctor, so make sure you create or you write the appropriate na honorific name for that. Now, after the salutation, 1 space, and then you start with the first paragraph. In the first paragraph, this is about your intro, your purpose, what the position that you're applying for, and where did you get the information about the job vacancy. So yun tatlo, very important yun. Dapat makita yun sa first paragraph ninyo. Specify the position that you're applying, where did you get the information, and what's your purpose of writing the letter. Alright, so that's the first paragraph. On the second, third, or fourth paragraph, so you have to lay down the skills, your qualifications. So where do you get how can you be able to create or write a paragraphs for this highlights of your skills for the position. So you go back to the qualifications of that job vacancy. So you try to research mga job vacancies. Lagi yang nilalagay nila ng qualifications like college degree holder and like this and like that, experience, something like that. So you dwell on that so that you'll be able to create your qualifications. So you can have 3 paragraphs for that. But make sure na isang page lang talaga ang cover letter mo. Okay, after those paragraphs, the series of paragraphs with regards to highlighting your skills and qualifications, make sure that every paragraph meron kang 1 space. And then the last paragraph would be about your eagerness to be interviewed. And then another is your contact number. And also, another thing is your email address. So yun yung nasa last paragraph. After the last paragraph, have at least 2 spaces. After the 2 spaces will be your complementary clause. So, sincerely, with respect, mga ganon. And then, after the complementary clause, have 2 to 3 spaces, and in that 2 to 3 spaces, ilalagay mo dun yung signature mo. Since we're online, you have to have your, you have to have your e-signature. Alright? E-signature ang gamitin. Alright? Then, after your, of course, below your signature is your full name. So, your full name must be in an uppercase and boldface. Gaya ng sa addressee na name. Alright? And then after your name, you write applicant. Okay? So, you use the serif fonts for this. So, what are those serif fonts? These are fonts na mayroong mga kudlit. Like for example, Times New Roman, Bookman Old Style, and other font style ng mga serif fonts. Okay? So, why we use serif fonts? Because cover letter or application letter is a technical na write-up. Just like for example, research. So, yan, mga technicals yan, mga journals. So, ginagamit talaga dyan for that kind of mga documents are serif fonts. So, where do we use this Arial, Calibre, and other font style na walang mga kudlit? We use that one for signages, for tarpaulins, Yun yung ginagamit natin. Yung mga non-serif fonts. Alright? Sige. Questions with regards to cover letter. Do you have queries or meron kayong mga gusto i-clarify with regards to the knowledge that you got right now in terms of cover letter? Because I'm sure na meron talaga kayong prior knowledge about creating cover letter, and I believe you're able also to create cover letter for your job na mga i-applyan. So, baka you have questions, you have clarifications. Meron ba? Okay lang mo tubag og no. Sa ba? Okay ra kaayo. No? So that I'll be able to know that you are there, guys. Sayang po internet, dili niyo gamiton ang mic. Bitaw, is it good? Or you have clarification or the information that I have mentioned are very clear? Sige daw. I just need kaning kuan. Okay. Sige, there's a question here. Okay ra ba, sir, nga na-design ang cover letter? So since this is a technical no write-up, it's a document, so don't need for you to have mga kaning design, no? You just plain lang talaga kasi technical kasi siya. There are, ang tawag nito, there are rules, no, that you have to follow, like for example, the spacing and other stuff. So kailangan ano lang siya, plain lang talaga siya na paper. No need for mga flower or mga redesigning, na lagyan mo siya ng ano. So you have to use a serif font. So try to research what are those serif fonts. Madami kasi yan siya na style. It could be Times New Roman, Bookman Old Style. Basta yung may mga kudlit, no, na mga font style. Okay, and the font size it must be 12. Okay. All right. Sige. Other questions? Other questions? Wala na? Meron pa ba? Okay, yeah. So wala na. I think that we're good. No, you're able to grasp no all of those information. So please try to check your cover letter right now na pinasa ninyo and what are the things that you're going to change, okay? Revise, no? So that on the next submission ninyo, it will be ano na, furnished na, okay? So yan, so let's have some clips. Ayan, zoom in natin yung mga sa cover letter. Alright. Okay. Alright, so we're done with the cover letter. Let's proceed to another activity, no, or a requirement that you have to submit o sinubmit na ninyo. Alright, so resume. Alright, so in terms of resume, ito, you have now the freedom, no? Unlike the cover letter that you really have to follow all of this and so on and so forth. Alright, and okay, another thing is that dito naman sa resume, there's no need for you to have those very technical and no need for you to use serif fonts. It depends upon your preference, no? Kasi nga, resume is your brochure, no, to the company, no? Na these are my qualifications and these are my this is how I can contribute to the company. All right? So, but there are checklists, no, according to career.uga.edu in terms of resume na yung mga kailangan lang natin ilagay doon. So, una is that in terms of pages, 1 to 2 pages lang ang length, no, ng resume. Why is that so? Kasi again, HR people are busy people. So, what they do, once there are applications, they just scan. Okay? Scanning, and now, okay, papasok. Okay, all the qualifications meron, okay, for interview. Oh, ganun lang. So, kailangan, the things that you put on your resume must be tailored fit, no, to the position you're applying. So, that's another checklist, no. It should be tailored fit to the position for which you are applying. Another is it should be neat, well organized, and easy to read. Alright? So, that means you have to be consistent with your formatting, your font, and content. Again, in terms of font size, font style, you have now the freedom in the resume. Unlike with the cover letter, na dapat 12 jud, dapat serif fonts ang gamiton. Here in the resume, you have now the freedom. You have now the capacity, no, to involve your creativity. All right? So that means that you have to be consistent with your formatting, font, and content. You have to check proper grammar and punctuation, all right? So HR are also very particular with that in terms of grammar, no, and your punctuation, how you do your resume. Why is that so? Because you're already college students, diba? You're a college graduate. So you're expected to become excellent, no, not that excellent, but you have the knowledge, no, of the English grammar, and how it is being used, no, in every document. So dapat makita 'yun sa resume mo. And it should be appealing to the eye. Not to the point, no, that you have to put a lot of colors, colors on your resume for so that it will become appealing to the eye. What I'm trying to say is that the information, no, that you mentioned on your resume, no, are accurate and these are very pleasing, no, that they can say, okay, this person should be interviewed. O parang ganon. That's the definition of appealing to the eye. But once you put a lot of colors there, no, it doesn't mean now you have a lot of colors there or you have a lot of design, then you can be interviewed. It's not like that. So it should be printed on quality and neutral colored paper. So, ayun itong mga scented papers, okay? Baka, okay, para maganahan ang ako ang ma-hypnotize ang HR. So, I will print this one in a scented paper. It doesn't affect, no, in scanning and also trying to evaluate your resume. Okay? So, yun talaga, yung mga contents talaga yung tinitingnan nila. That's why, also, another thing, you have to use strong action verbs and power words, especially on creating career objective and career summary. It should be free of spelling errors. Kasi nga, meron ng spelling, parang error, ang tawag dyan, parang spelling ang Microsoft Word. And even in terms of grammar, meron ding corrections in Microsoft Word. And there are other softwares na wherein you can check if your spelling or your grammar is incorrect. Alright. Another, it should be updated and current. So, balik kayo sa qualification. Sinabi doon, no, in that job vacancy, that in terms of educational attainment, college graduate. Okay? So, there's no need for you to write your elementary, your high school, your senior high. Kasi nga, you go to the qualification. It should be updated and current. And once you're a college graduate, that's actually understandable that you graduated with your, you've passed your basic education. So there's no need for you to write all those things. All right? Avoid high school information, no? So you start those information na yung during your college days, okay? Avoid duties and also responsibilities. Now again, in a resume, you have to put those information that can sell yourself. And if you want to say a lot of you, so you have also to consider the space na makukuha once nilalagyan mo pa ng mga duties and responsibilities yung mga experience mo. Unless wala na talaga yung parang kulang man kayo niyang murag lain man kayo kay murag naputol man ni ako ang resume. So para ba 2 pages dun sa sige butang-butangan sana ako direct mga duties and responsibilities. No, but then if you see na ay napakoy kinahanglan ibutang na other na mga information about me. So you delete the duties and responsibilities. As long as in that experience, your job experience, you write your position, the name of the company, and also the duration. So ganun. And that way, alam na nila yan. So, during the interview na lang, you can you can tell them, what are your duties and responsibilities on those job experiences. Alright? Use numbers such as percentages or amounts of money and has been proofread by at least 3 people. And that's why we let you submit your resume and also your cover letter because we're going to proofread that one and be able to suggest what are the things that you're going to revise on that. And we have this kind of session, Component B class meeting, so that you'll be able also to have this idea what are the things that you have to revise on your resume and also your cover letter. Alright? So let's try to have a sample. Okay. Here it is. So here's a sample. But before that career objective, you have to write your name, and then your address, your email address, and also your contact number. So these are your personal information. Okay, so there's no need for you to write your age, your status, or the name of your father or your mother. No, that's not part of the qualification. So what they need in terms of personal information, kung saan kayo ma-contact, 'di ba? What is your address, what's your email address, and also your contact number. So in order for you to be interviewed. Okay? So after that, you can have the career objective or you can have your career summary. So in that way, you have to create a sentence that is fitted or tailored fit to the position that you're applying. Alright? So you can write your work experience if you have. Now, if you're graduating and then you're having your OJT, you can write your OJT experience there, so work experience ninyo. And if you're a working student right now, you can also write your work experience. Okay? So, sabi nila, sir, what if it's not related to the position that you're applying? You can actually just write there so that you'll be able to know that you have already worked for a company. So, in that way, they can have there on mind na, okay, this person knows what's happening, no, in the workplace. No, kasi nga meron siyang experience. Alright, educational attainment, as mentioned a while ago, please delete, no, the secondary, the senior high school, and even the primary, no, na mga information. So you just focus on the tertiary level mo, no. So college degree, or you have your parang TESDA, no, you can have that one, or you can have a separate on it if it is a certification, the NC3, NC4. You can have another separate, no, na kuan niya na you can write their certifications, like license mo. So for example, if you're applying for a position of a marketing manager or marketing assistant, now wherein you hop from different, no, na mga branches. So you can have the certification, no, or license doon, so that you'll be able to know, okay, this person has a license, so this person can drive or something like that. All right, and then you can also write your other skills that you want to tell to them that you are good in this. You have this kind of skill, communication skills, and so on and so forth. So, and then you also write, no? You can also write your affiliation. This talks about your organization, awards and achievements. So, what does this mean, no? As an HR, so masasabi ko, this person is very competitive. This person has a lot of experience. This person is very confident with himself and knows what he's doing. No, kasi nga, he's part of the organization, he or she has these awards and achievements and so on and so forth. So, ganun, pang-boost on their confidence that this person is very reliable. Okay, so another, you can also write trainings and seminars that you've joined. So, yan, sa trainings and seminars. And also, don't forget not to write your character references. So, these are people which can help, no, tell, no, to the HR na the person, no, na mamay-ari ng resume na ito are very responsible and all this information na ilagay niya are correct. So do not write on your character references si mama mo, si papa, si ate, si kuya. No, that's very biased. So sino ba dapat yung ilalagay mo doon? Of course, those person na maka-attest doon sa mga qualifications mo. In terms of educational attainment, you can write your professor, your dean, okay? In terms of your organization or yung your work experience, you can write your manager, no? Lagay mo pangalan ng manager mo doon, and in other na mga qualifications mo that can attest, no? Oh, yes, this person is actually part of this organization. Yeah, he is the secretary and so on and so forth. So, pwede ganun. So, pwede yung mga nasa church, pastors din nyo, or PSL, or purok leader, no? Barangay captain, or barangay kagawad, nakailan ninyo. So, that could attest, no, those activities, no, or mga affiliations na nilagay mo on your resume. Alright? So, don't forget to write their name, the company, what's the position, and also their contact number. Okay? So, that's it for the resume. So, if you're good with designing, you can have infographic. So, dito, pwede na yung sinabi ninyo kanina na nag-ask, no, na kanang butangan o kanang design. So, in the cover letter, dapat plain lang talaga siya kasi it's very technical. But here, in resume, if you have the skills of creating this infographic, no, na resume, you can have that one. Alright? So, as long as you know how to do it. Okay? So, kung hindi ka naman marunong ng infographic and you don't have the knowledge of what are those applications or software na ginagamit in order for you to have this infographic resume, you can go back to traditional. No problem. Okay? No pressure with that. Okay? So, pwedeng traditional. Ganito na lang. So, wag pilitin kung hindi marunong. Alright? Kasi baka pagkita nila, uy, magaling masyado. Ang ganda ng resume, naka-infographic. Maybe this person has these skills in editing. Tapos pag dili ka nag-edit at yung resume. So baka i-try ka na ipa-edit ng something, di mo magawa. Okay? So, mas okay na yung maging honest tayo with ourselves na ganito lang talaga yung kaya natin. So, you go back to traditional. No problem with that. Alright? So, you can have the infographic or the traditional way of creating the resume. Alright, questions with regards to resume? Meron ba? Merong question? Sa resume? Or clear yon siya? So, you try to review now, no? Proofread niyo yung resume ninyo, ano yung mga kulang ninyo. So, if there's no experience, so wag nyo lang ilagay. Wag nyo lang lagyan ng experience. If wala talagang experience. So, you go to other details na as para ma-expand lang yung resume mo. So, 'di ba? Tingnan mo sa kanya, no? Naglagay din siya ng ibang mga qualifications. Basta naging 2 page lang yung resume. So, wag mo nang 3, 4, no? Kay dagan na kayo na siya. Then, you have to maximize the space, no? Para gwapo sa tanawon. So, pwede ra pod, if infographic, 1 page lang siya, ananatanan. Okay? So, depende na sa'yo how you're going to do it, no? So, yan. Okay, other questions with resume? Yan lang. Meron pa? So, no, there's no specific naman on time as long as clear yung what I'm looking no on your cover letter and resume is yung construction naman on how you construct and also the format. So, doon lang naman, no need, I'm not very particular with the date. Okay? As long as ma-present mo yung mga kailangan ng mga information on creating a resume and also your cover letter. Okay? Do not be mindful with the date. You just have to be mindful of those information na nilagay mo because I'll be focusing on that and also your format. Okay, sige, ano pa? Wala na? Alright, so since wala nang questions with regards to cover letter and resume, let's proceed to another thing. So, you're going to, you've submitted your cover letter and resume, and then after that, I'm going to give a comment, and then also, you can also get those information na nakuha nyo dito sa ating meeting, no, para i-revise nyo din yung cover letter at saka resume ninyo. So, after that, I'll be checking your career portfolio, which I'll be explaining today. Ilalagay nyo yung application letter at saka resume ninyo. Ilalagay nyo doon is the revised one na. Okay? Based on our meeting and also based on my checking na gagawin on the Blackboard Learn. Okay? So, this time, let's proceed with the career portfolio. So, what is career portfolio? This is a collection of things, artifacts, tangible materials that represent work-related events in your career life. So, it provides evidence of your potential by demonstrating what you accomplished in the past. So, meron na ba kayong mga accomplished? Okay. So, you have to also review yourself right now. Ano na nga ba na-accomplish ko? So, for how many years that I've been here in college, so ano na yung mga na-achieve ko? No? Ano yung nagawa ko in preparing for myself on the job that I want, no? On the career that I want in the future. So, pila na naman ka days or months, no? You'll be graduating na, you'll go out na of the university, and it's another battle, no? To fight, no? And how do you fight your battle? Diba? How do you fight your battle? Sabi ni Sir Ray during the seminar, preparation is half the battle. So, you really have to prepare for that. So, that's why there's pre-employment seminar. We're doing this subject para ma-prepare kayo. So, career portfolio is your preparation for the job that you want to, no? The career that you want to. Okay, so what's the use of this? Okay, why do we have to, or why we are imposing this to you? We're requiring this to you because it offers a better way to demonstrate your learning experience that adds value to your potential for a specific kind of work. Whether you like it or not, once you go out of the four pillars of this university, you have a lot of competitors. No? Dili man kamo ang ni-graduate lang og education, architecture, or business administration ng mga courses. There are other schools who are offering, and there are also other graduates. Diba? So what's your edge? So that's why you have to prepare for it. It is the best way to show your skills and capabilities whenever the industry needs it. Okay? It helps you get a sense of who you are. It builds confidence. So, if you want to become confident of yourself in presenting it to the company, so kailangan meron kang ebidensya. It helps a potential employer form a good impression of you. So, di ba, again, it's a competition. You have to impress your employer so that you can get the job that you want to, the position that you are applying for. It helps a potential, it is the best tool for you to help assess your learning and to compare it to the employer's need for skilled, capable, and potential employees. So, sabi nga, di ba, you have to sell yourself to this company na ikaw yung karapat-dapat for that position. So, that's why you have to assess yourself on what way by having your career portfolio. So, tanaw-tanaw na to daw karon bi ang ato mga certificates, no, ato ang mga progress, ato mga subjects and other activities na ginagawa natin in preparation for the position, no, or for the career that we want in the future. All right. So, other benefits is it can prepare you for interview. And then, it convince others of your skills, abilities, and qualities. Bakit? Kasi may evidence ka. No, during the interview, once while the interview is is aspiring, you can actually present your career portfolio to your employer or to the interviewer. Oh, ma'am, these are my portfolio, ma'am, and ito yung mga works ko, no? Say for example, if you're an architect, no? So pwede niyo ipakita dayon. So it can showcase your skills, you can communicate clearly, no, because you have these evidences. So it can establish the habit of documenting your accomplishments and results. Create a personal database. So wag lang yung Facebook ang gawin nating personal database. Kailangan meron din tayong hard copy. So assess your own progress in your career development kasi nga learning is a continuous process. So dapat dili lang ka end na sa kung unsa naa karon. So you have to do progression, di ba? So see and evaluate the patterns in your own work preference and values. So kailangan din to, no? Kailangan there's always learning. No, kasi nga nagbabago ang trend, no? Mayroong mga bago sa industry. So kailangan you have also to upgrade yourself. All right? So so these are the things that you're going to put on the career portfolio, except lang yung ratings and evaluation and also yung letters recommendation, X yan siya. So, kailangan may cover page, may table of contents, cover letter, resume, artifacts evidence, professional goals, and then work samples. Alright? Sige. Okay. So, during the face-to-face, so ginagawa namin dyan is lalagay siya sa parang binder or katong sa tawagan ka ng ginabutangan og mga files. Kalimutan ko sa pangalan. Okay? Anyways, so nilalagay yan siya and then piniprint yan ng mga nagkaed 500. So, but then, of course, right now, since pandemic, then online tayo. So, what you do is you just submit it via online sa atong Blackboard Learn and then we'll check it. So, naka-PDF file lang siya. So, very happy kaayo sa inyo ang part kay no need na to print, no? Wala na gasto. Anyways, so let's start with the cover page. So, kailangan yung career portfolio ninyo may cover page. In the cover page, you write your code and also you write your name. And then, lagyan nyo lang ng title na career portfolio. You can write your email address and at saka yung number nyo. And then, of course, dapat may design siya. And it should be tailored fit to your course. So, makita na to. Okay, architecture na ang course aning bataan eh. Okay, so it should be tailored fit to your course din yun. Okay? Then, Next is the table of contents. So ito yung mga content ng inyuhang career portfolio. Of course, application letter. So yung sa application letter ninyo, yun yung revised na. Okay? Yung sinabit ninyo that I'm going to check and then based on the knowledge na nakuha ninyo on the component B class meeting, so yun ilalagay niyo sa application letter. So revised na yun siya. Furnished na yun. Same with the resume. And then afterwards is the professional goals which I'm going to explain later on. And then, work samples, this talks about your mga sample ninyo for your course. Okay? So, for example, mga project proposal, sa pa ba nang depende kasi sa course. Ano yung mga sample na work ninyo? Expected na work. Okay? Another is artifacts and certificates. Ito na yung mga certificates ninyo. During your first year until now, kung ano yung mga sinalihan ninyo ng mga seminars, may mga certificates ba kayo, NC3, NC4, or certificate of recognition, appreciation, and so on and so forth. So, pwede nyo ilagay siya. Alright, so let's discuss this one by one. Okay, una yung application letter. Again, yung furnished na. Same thing with the resume. So, same thing with the resume. And then, ito, professional goals. So, we'll discuss this one. So, we want, that before you leave, the university, meron na kayong plano in life. You have your goals pa. You have your direction. This will help you in tuning yourself na, okay, after college, it's another battle. So, I have to do something in order for me to be able to become successful, sa akong magiginabuhat in life. So, there are times, na klase-klase lang join lang, online class. But then, at some point, we're questioning, asa mo ko padulong? Okay? Bakit ganyan yung mga questions natin? It's because we don't plan. Wala tayong mga ginagawa ng mga ways and means in order for us to be directed. So, kailangan meron tayong direction. Okay? So, that's why we made this professional goals na portion sa inyuhang career portfolio. So, for a while, ha? Alright, so ano yung mga indicators, What are the indicators of professional goals? So, there are 6 indicators and these are the following. So, career advancement, financial stability, and also health and wellness. Another 3 is added skills, community engagement, and personal satisfaction. Let's go back to the career advancement. So ito, in professional goals, what you're going to do is you write at least 3 to 5 sentences. So that's one paragraph. Or more than that, pwede naman, wherein you create, you write, your goals for this, tawag dito? These indicators of the professional goals. Okay? In terms of your career advancement, ano ba yung goal mo for your career? Okay? This refers to progressions of one's career, like ano yung gustong position mo, and in order for you to get that position, what are the things that you have to get, Like for example, you want to become a teacher 4 or head teacher. So what are the things that you're going to do in order for you to become teacher 4? Okay, so yung mga postgraduate degree, mga certification, and so on and so forth. And even into other industry, alam nyo dapat kung ano yung trend ng industry ninyo. So that you'll be able to know ano yung career na gagawin mo, for yourself. Okay? So yan. So dapat maunsa na ninyo. Masulat ninyo. And in terms of timeline, kayo na bahala niyan. So, wala kaming sinasabi dyan after 5 years or depende sa imuha. Kasi iba-iba tayo ng pacing, di ba? It's not about how fast you get there, but it's how you get there, di ba? So, as long as that's your goal, pwede na. 3 to 5 years from now, I'll become a millionaire or something like that. Or 5 years from now, I'm a doctorate degree holder. So, depende sa imuha. It's up to you kasi. Career mo yan siya. So, ikaw magbuot sa timeline. Alright? So, same thing with financial stability. Like every one of us, why we go to college? Because we want to become stable, If we have career and then we have a good salary, then that's it, diba? But, of course, there are mga emergencies, So, how do you plan for your finances? Now, once there are emergencies na mahitabo sa life nimo or sa family, are you prepared for it? So, you have to plan for it, diba? So, financial stability, this refers to securing your finances. So, ano yung goal mo in terms of your finances? Make sure that you are financially capable of facing an emergency situation. Okay? Then another is the health and wellness. So, this refers naman to creating a bigger picture of your health and well-being. So, during the pandemic, we're able to realize, how very important no, the health and wellness is in terms of physical, no, kasi nga may COVID, in terms of emotional kasi nga there are a lot of restrictions, dili ka gawas og balay, no, bawal lumabas. In terms of intellectual, no, kasi nga online lang, wala kay ka istorya, di ba? Like wala kay ka kauban, no, a peer that can help you in terms of your studies, no. So daghan kaayong mga problems in terms of environment, socio-cultural, your occupation, and even your spiritual being, no, are also being kung parang tested. So that's why there's a need for you to have a clear vision of what you want to achieve to feel happy and satisfied. I believe every one of us would like to become happy and satisfied. That's why we have to plan in terms of our health and wellness. Kasi nga, pag may nagkasakit, pag merong problem magka-depressed, no, 'di ba? There are a lot of people around us, no, na maapektuhan. So that's why we have to do something on it. So tayo pa rin ang gagawa ng solusyon, no, for our health and wellness. So ano yung goal mo in terms of your health and wellness? Okay, another, added skills. So this refers to skills needed for workplace success. So if you're in a workplace, no, as I mentioned a while ago, maraming mga trends, maraming mga pagbabago, no, progression on your profession. Okay? And beyond the abilities and knowledge need for specific profession, professionals need a particular set of qualities, skills, and behaviors, and this can be soft skills and hard skills. Di ba kung nakaginaunsa na ginaay na position, and that position di lang pwede na kabalo ka musulat. There's a need for you to communicate or other ka ng mga skills na needed for that. And in order for you to be prepared for it, ano kaya mismo sa iyong sarili ang kinahanglan ako i-add sa akong self in order for me to become an asset to the company or to be fit to that position that I'm aiming for. So ano yung mga added skills? Kayo nakakaalam yan kung ano yung mga kulang sa inyong sarili that you think that can help you now in the near future. So in terms of your communication skills, I have to in terms of my presentation skills, ano yung gagawin ko? So enroll something on this kind of course or be part of the Toastmasters Club, no, in order for me to enhance my communication skills. So depende sa inyo ano yung mga added skills na kailangan niyo. It could be soft skills or hard skills. Okay. Next is community engagement. So this refers to a commitment of making the world a better place through community engagement. So it talks about information dissemination or become a founder of a certain organization, consultation, you get involved, no, in a certain organization where they help community. You collaborate with your barangay captain or barangay kagawad or purok leaders, or empowerment for the improvement of the community. So you can be tawag nito, a speaker, no, in a graduation. So depende how do you deal with your community. Anong kulang sa community ninyo na wherein you can give back. Okay, next is the last one, personal satisfaction. So this is more of you. So this refers to activities that you want to do. Okay? This may include travel goals, relationship goals, hobbies, or anything that will satisfy and distress you. So if you're stressed, no, with your schooling right now, no, lalo na if you become a person, no, na nasa workplace, meron ding mga stress. So we have to satisfy ourselves also. So ano yung mga kulang or things that you like to do, no, para mag-distress and mag-relax sa imong self, no, to become new again, to be renewed, and be able to have that motivation with the things that you're doing right now. Okay, so yun, those are the 6, no? 6 yan siya na gagawa ninyo ng goals. Okay, so that's career advancement, financial stability, health and wellness, and also the added skills, community engagement, and personal satisfaction. Of course, dapat meron din, you have to also use your creativity. Dili pwede na sulat-sulat lang, no? Tangbutang lang, butangan lang, nasa ka ng the normal na kanang wala ka effort. Please be creative also. Kasi you're talking about your goals. We're talking about those things that you want to get, no, once you graduate. 'Di ba? Once you have a job, 'di ba? So dapat maging creative yung gagawin natin in order for us to be motivated and very determined to get what we want to. Diba? Yan. So, dapat na siya mga design. Okay? So, pwede ipilit dahil sa imuhang kwarto. Diba? Dito sa kisame, para pag mata mo, okay, I have goals in life. I have the purpose right now. Bakit ako bumabangon? Diba? So, ano siya? Those are the things, no, that we should do, no, dapat planado, no, meron tayong direction so that every day, no, we get motivated, no, dili ta ma-depress sa unsay nahitabo sa life. All right, so aside from professional goals, you have to also have the artifacts and evidences. As mentioned a while ago, this talks about your certifications, mga kaning nakuha ng mga awards, no, naapila ng mga seminar. So at least 3 and above, no, ng mga certificates ibutang ninyo. Okay? So ayan. Ayan, certificate of recognition kay na-champion siya sa poster making. So ayan. Or sa ba ni first place, no, for a certain sa may tawagan ni competition. Or pwede sa katong mga seminars na gipang-apila ninyo. Okay? And then as after that, dito, no, work sample na tayo. So sa work sample, yung mga activities or expected na output sa inyo ha. Like for example, if you're part of the environmental science, kung saan yung ginabuhat, may mga project proposal ba or mga researches in terms of the environment or saan ba na inyong ginabuhat? If you are a mass comm, so you're expected to have your script, video, mga ganun, mga outputs, di ba? Mga outputs din nyo ba? Like, if you're an architect or architecture student, ano mang gina-expect sa'yo? So, dapat na kay mga drawings, di ba? Or katong mga interior design. Yan. So, if you're an engineer or engineering na na course, so sa man tong mga samples din nyo, work samples din nyo. If accountancy, no, financial statement, itong mga gipang audit, no, the bookkeeping, yan na. Same with mga business ads. So, sa man po din yung ginabuhat, di ba? Mga project marketing proposal, sa pa mga business idea, so on and so forth. So, yan yung sa work sample. Then, that's it. We're done with our career portfolio. Sige, questions? Questions ninyo with regards to career portfolio? Please ask questions kay para ma-clear na. Basig ka na yung question po na sa uban. So, don't be hesitant not to ask question. Wala? Okay na to? Nakuha na ninyo ang mga information? Okay, I'll stop presenting. Okay, isa pa. Yes. Pilian lang at least 3 and above. Okay na yan siya na certificates. No need na tanan yung certificates basig 50 ka bukay mo certificate. Tapos ay mo dito tanan. So at least 3 and above na. Okay na yan siya. Okay. So wait lang. Other questions pa? Sapay question, napa? Okay, wala na no. So, IT student ko sir. Naamo sample sa work Naamo sample. Sa may work sample sa isa ka IT student. 'Di ba kanang software, di ka buhat software or hardware ba na inyo ha? Tama ba ko? Yan. So, mo na may butang. Nagbuhat mo websites, 'di ba? Is that part of your kuan? Yan, mga links na ginawa mo for the website. So, yun. So, anything na ginagawa ninyo sa inyong course, no, or work ninyo, so, mana na siya sa inyong chosen na mga sa inyong chosen na mga courses. Yan. So, kung education ka, so of course, imong buhaton, sa may expected sa imuha, lesson plan, di ba? Mga instructional materials or instructional technology, class record, ginabuhat mo na sa teacher. So, yan. Yun yung mga work sample. Isa pa. Questions pa. Sige na po may i-clarify. Gusto i-clarify pa. Wala na? Alright, so let's have mga announcement. Okay, for a while. Okay, so yan in terms of announcements, okay, so you have to join the seminar kasi pag hindi magsali ng seminar, yun, so dili kumbaga ma-NG. So kung dili mo gusto na mahasol, so please join, join the tawag nito, join the seminar. So that would be on July 4. So sabi ni last time 'di ba ni Ma'am Kate na ano daw siya July 5. So because nga of kaning mga kuan ni sir na ay na ay mga activities si sir. So i-move na to og July 4. Okay? So we'll have also mock interview. So this will be part of the one of the componency seminar. So during the componency seminar, we'll be talking about personality development and what are the preparations for the job interview and mga interview questions, discuss na siya during the componency seminar. So of course, we have to apply that one. So natin mock interview. So during the yung face-to-face pa, meron tayong tinatawag na career fair wherein we invite mga HR from different industry tapos gina-practice mo og ask og questions. So during those times na naga-career fair may mga na-hired on the spot, and then once they graduate, they can be part of the company. So but then right now since we are online, so yun ginawa namin. Meron kaming mga innovation na ginawa so that the skills for interviewing ninyo as preparation para sa inyong pag-graduate, pagpangita ninyo og trabaho. So ito yung ginawa namin. Virtual na mock interview na wherein mga gyapoy HR or kami na mga coaches will interview you, so dapat naka-attire and then nakaset ang inyong computer. So yun, live to siya. So pero kung if you're not confident with yourself na kulba mo kay ning mock interview and I'm not dili ko prepared for kanang actual na i-ask ko question. So in order to still practice your attire and also your way of answering questions, so nami gibuhat pud na other activity. So pili lang mo. And aside from mock interview tong virtual, you'll have the TikTok. So I believe na naabot na sa inyo na balita, marites, nagmarites inyo mga nauna sa inyo nagkaed. So yon TikTok, you're going to present a TikTok wherein nadito inyong attire and then another video na wherein you're going to have a TikTok duet na inyong coach ako, I'll have a video na i-post na ako and then you're going to duet, after the question you na time ba 30 seconds to answer that question. Yun mo to inyong ipasa. So yun, depende sa inyo kung virtual ba mo, nakatong actual or katong TikTok. Okay, more of the information about it so during the componency seminar. And then culmination day will be on July 19, 2022. That's afternoon, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. So you have to schedule yourself na kasi once dili mo maka-join ana, so you'll be marked NG also. So magulat pa mo another culmination. That would be on the next term. So badugay pa siya. So pwede raman na if you have classes pa sa uban, pwede rin yung i-simul kay pag raman, magtan-aw lang man mo. So mag-view lang mo sa culmination. Alright? So those are mga announcement nato. Okay? So other information or mga activities, I'll just post it on the Blackboard Learn. Alright? Napa ba'y question? Okay. Ano sa to? Katong about sa soft skills and hard skills. Okay, so soft skills and hard skills. Alright? So, unsa man na siya? What do you think? Okay, so katong mga hard skills, so mo to siya mga very technical no na mga skills no na kinahanglan na you think no do wala gud sa imuha but you think need nimo siya in order para mag-fit ka sa job na imuhang gina-look forward. Okay? So yan, ang mga ng hard skills. Ang soft skills naman, these are to mga personal habits good no and also katong mga traits no that will shape you no for the position that you're aiming or for the job that you want to in the future. So unsa to? Mga soft skills and hard skills. So for further no na mga unsa ana, so mao to ang general knowledge about the hard skills and soft skills, but in terms of to deepen pa your understanding unsay mga samples ana, you can research na lang no after our session. All right, so pa questions regarding sa activity. Napa ba? So I think wala na no. So I think we're done. Oh, i-public ang TikTok. Yeah, i-public siya. Tas i-submit. Submit sa amua. Yeah, i-public siya. So kadali lang man na after sa kaed na to, pwede na may i-kuan. Ano na pod i-private. That during the duration sa ato ang kaed, so dapat naka-public siya kay para makita pod namo. And aside from that, ma-download nimo siya tapos ibutang nimo sa LMS. I mean sa Blackboard Learn. Pero kung dili ka gusto ng exposure, pwede ra ka dito sa virtual no na mock interview. Mag-join ka dito. So details on that no will be posted on the LMS and also i-announce po na ni Ma'am Kate during the componency seminar. So ayun jud mo kanang kung dili ka maka-appeal on sa asa na dili maka-appeal. So kung dili ka ka-appeal sa mock interview, so wala kay choice. Mag-TikTok ka. Kay mo tong another choice nimo. So kung dili ka maka-appeal sa mock interview, so you go with TikTok. Dito ay mohang kuan. Okay, mag-choose lang man sa duha. So kung dili ka maka-appeal sa duha, na ma-NG ka. So marag ending apa na magulat ka og another schedule sa mock interview or mag-submit ka og TikTok. So ana lang. Okay? Other questions? So I think that's it no for our component B class meeting. So hopefully you're able to grasp all the information and the things that you have to revise on your cover letter and resume, and the things that you have to put on your career portfolio and other activities, no exciting activities ana. Don't worry sa inyong mock interview and also your TikTok no na challenge. So magpili man mi ana mga best in TikTok interview attire and best in job interview on TikTok and also in in mock interview. So nari mga prizes. In terms po sa inyong career portfolio kasi pinakamaayo og presentation sa inyong career portfolio, we will also give prizes on that. So that means worth it man pod kung maningkamot yun mo. But then I'm expecting no since you are already in your third year and also fourth year level, so that means that your brand of creativity and also your work must be excellent. No? Okay, that's part of our core values no being excellent. And for how many years no that you've been molded by different teachers, I think nakapundo na mo creativity ba no on how you present yourself no or present your output. So dili pwede mediocrity no kasi nga taas naman mo og level, dili pwede na mo kanang moralag ka nang nag-submit lag pang grade 6 no kay during the previews no na mga kaed tagaan lang kog papel na kanang nagsulat lang dito kaning kuan kani sa to ani career portfolio tas kanang papel lang jud ba career portfolio pangalan lain na oy para kanang wala man gi unsa jud ang purpose why we're having this kind of activity. So sig mabalik ra po din yung papel, so magkalisod mo no ma-NG pa mo no or dili gyud skoran. So makasapot pud ba yan no na kanang you're very kanang motivated unta to check, tapos pagtanaw nimo dili man ni excellent ang work oy, and then naa sa fourth year or third year level. So hopefully no, every one of you nga nag-join dire, you've seen naman siguro yung mga samples on unsay lang gibuhat no, what are their kaning output. Kato pa gid sila no, kay nag-ano pa gid to og kwarta, naggasto pa because nga yun mga scan naman to na ng mga papel, and then giano to sila like they invested money for that kay during the kaning katong sa ni face to face i-print man gyud anin yung credit portfolio ninyo, so gasto pod kayo kay colored ba kaayo no, so mahal ang printing. But then right now you are privileged na online tayo, na wherein you're just going to submit a PDF file, then that's it, oh di ba? So daghan kay mga software na pwede ra jud gamiton for creating no a PDF file, pwede ra magadtog Canva, then naa yung mga design daan. So we are expecting no that you can give no an excellent work for it. Okay, nakanang pang fourth year or pang third year level pud ang kuan ang standard. Okay, so wala po ko nang nangasaba, just like ano lang to, a reminder lang to everyone na hey, you're not first year anymore, we're expecting something na pang unsa gyud, panggawas na gyud ba, na pang workplace na jud ang inyong output. Okay, dili pwede ang mediocrity. We should always strive for excellence. I think that's it, no? Thank you very much for joining no our